stopping by because you guys know that I am really going to start sharing things about my journey with my inner self, because I wasn't sharing before. I was giving more tidbits and, information on it. I am a life purpose coach. I strategize and help people to get their mindsets together, especially around trauma that's stopping them from, I want to say, living the life that they deserve. But as a coach myself, I too have to get my stuff in order. So I told you that, well, I tried to make a video earlier today, but it didn't go too well because maintenance kind of stopped by. But anyway, I was looking over my book, My Big Ask. I had wrote this book about 2015 and didn't put it out till about 19 or 20. And I guess it was kind of reflective time during pandemic, so I had a lot of time to kind of reflect and look at myself and what I wanted to do as far as my business. So yesterday I was kind of, oh no, the weekend I was on Saturday. I was sitting in my little creative corner, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I want to know what I want to do with myself. I'm really looking to what I want to do with myself. The friends I had, the situations that I was in, and I wanted to really, dig in because I know that I had some work to do. After really grabbing this book, finding out that inside the book was a lot of questions that I had already answered, and I was like, wow, I really did a great job here. But what I wanted to tell you guys is that we have to celebrate ourselves, but we also have to give ourselves credit for the things that we've done and stop doing so much of it. Like, we really do things and we just gloss over it. Oh, yeah, 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 we did that. And we check it off when we go about our business. But we really don't, it's not really appreciating life, and it's not really giving that self worth that you need. So often we need self worth. We need to be validated. And us doing all the things that we do, whether it be really being reflective on things, like reflecting on our lives and accomplishments we made. We're so easy to forget those things, but really take note of the things that people say about us, which is so very upsetting sometimes. And I know for me, it really does gets me very upset. So I was reviewing my life and and choices I made, throughout the year, right? And so I was sitting in my chair just reviewing those thoughts, and all of a sudden I was thinking, hey, I kind of made a financial snafu, because I was depending on a colleague of mine to come through, and ended up our contract that ended up canceling, right? But I wasn't working on my own business. So I wasn't taking care of what I was doing. I was too busy taking care of somebody else. And all of a sudden, the scripture that kind of came to mind was how one Mary was like telling Jesus about the other Mary being comforted about whatever she was doing, and she wasn't sitting down and listening to the good part of him talking about what he was talking, or listen to what he was talking about. And he said now I'm not gonna repeat it verbatim, but he said most likely is like, well, why would you be worried about what she's doing? She has her part, and so do you. So a lot of times we don't keep our part. We don't stay in where we're supposed to. We don't stay in line where we're supposed to be. So I kind of got out of line. I got out of line because when you're given an assignment and you know your purpose, right? When you know your purpose, you stay in line. Hey, Christian, how are you? And you stay in line. And when you stay in line, you literally are keeping that promise to you, the self worth. You're really making sure that you are making yourself happy and you are feeding that confidence. But when we don't stay in line and we're so comforted about or worried about somebody else's business, being involved in their stuff, we get offline. We get offline of what we're supposed to be doing. And I did make some financial snafus with the promise of somebody else giving me something instead of the knowing that if I stayed on track, I would have it instead of living on their promise to help me. which made everything kind of mess up, and got me stuck into a financial snafu. That I was like, oh my God, I did this to myself. So realizing that is monumental for me because self-worth has self-worth and self-esteem, they're okay, they're supposed to be you're supposed to be cared for, but a lot of times we don't feed our own self-confidence and our own self-worth. We don't look back and we don't say, hey, I did that, I worked on that, that was me, and wow. But we will always want to give credit to somebody else, or not even take credit. And I think that demeans us more than ever before. And I think I got that habit from churching, because everything was, God did that, God did this, and God did that, and people would say, you did a great job, and you, oh no, God did that. But it doesn't do anything good for your self-esteem, your what is in you. It doesn't give you any confidence. It just makes you a martyr, and you feel bad, and then there's no great return on it. So you don't feel great. Your self-worth, you're rinsing yourself out of who you really are. So it's like, I always go back to this. Here I go with my kid again. It's like my 5-year-old kid playing in the mud and the rain, and playing with the rocks and sticks, right? Playing with all that stuff and having a great time, right? And my mother would say to me, "Come inside. You're going to get sick." "Oh no, I'm not." And I didn't get sick. I was like, "Nah, no, I'll be all right." But I had so much confidence in what I was doing that it was okay to play in the rain. It was okay to be where I was. We need to have that. We have to gain that confidence back into our lives. Back as adults, to gain that confidence. We talk a great game. We really do. We talk and we chit and we chat and we think all of that, and we got this and we got that. But really, when we go home at night, it's like, I didn't really do too good today. And you start, there's a whole lot of myriad of emotions going on, and we're just sitting alone at night and not feeling accomplished, not feeling great about ourselves at all. So it's important for us to recognize ourselves. And some would say, well, Churchill would say, "Oh, you can't be proud about that. Pride comes before the fall." I said, well, if you really knew what pride was, you wouldn't say that. Confidence is totally different. Having confidence in yourself, having confidence, if you believe in a higher power, right, sent you here, then you should know that you were sent here with powers of your own. So you would know that if that power allowed you to come here, then they know that you can handle the job. So there's no need to like really get upset about anything. And it's great that I did that. Because let me tell you, life, and we all know this, life is fucking hard. It's hard. It's hard. But we have the tools and everything we need to be triumphant, to be victorious, to have a better life. So I think I'm going to be sharing a lot of this stuff about what I'm doing, what I'm going through, because I've gone through a lot. And just recently in times, as I am peeling off all my stuff from my inner work, it's really surprising to know that even friendships you have to shed sometimes. They have to go. No matter how long you've known them, it's toxic for you. It's not good for even for them, because you're making them pretend like they're in a position, oh, this is my friend, and you're really not. Friendship has run its course. So we set people up when we are not being true to ourselves. We set people up to lie. We set our family members up to lie. We set ourselves up to be liars. So we want to be true about that. And that's my goal for myself, is I don't want to be a liar. I want to be true to myself. I want to be true, because if you're faking all the time, you're just going out and you're coding, you're being something that somebody wants you to be, when you're doing all that, you're really depriving yourself of being who you really are. And that's freaking scary. So I know it's scary for me. So I'm going to tell you guys, hey, get real with yourself, feed your confidence, be there for yourself, show up. And join me as I go on this freaking journey of inner work. And I'm going to be sharing with you what I find in the Big Ask. What words I'm going to be working on, questions, pretty much. What questions that I'm going to be working on for this part of my life. So I just turned 60, so I'm really looking forward to, I guess, retirement. I don't know what the new word is. Whatever. I'm looking forward to do more of what I want to do and less of what I don't want to do. How about that? So I hope that you guys got something out of what I said, and please follow me along. Check me out on www.ednawhite.com. Find me there. Ask me questions. But I'm going to be walking through the journey from my book, The Big Ask, My Big Ask. Please stop by. See you later. Bye.